Hi, this is Jennifer Sneeden, the founder of Thriving Therapy Practice. I specialize in helping psychotherapists build the practice of their dreams. And in this marketing video, I'm going to talk to you about the concept of reachability. And reachability is something that most of us therapists are not familiar with, and yet I find it is one of the most important factors in determining whether your practice is going to thrive or whether it's going to continue to struggle. So first let me explain what reachability is, and this connects in with niche marketing. You've probably heard the importance of establishing a niche. If you haven't, go back through my blog, read my articles, watch some of the videos, and you'll understand why niche marketing is really the key to success. But it's not just any niche. You've got to do your research, and this is where the concept of reachability comes in. Can you find your potential clients? Are there ways that you can get access easily and affordably to them? So if you dream of helping treat people with substance abuse disorders, for instance, they're very reachable. They have treatment centers, they have special programs, they need outpatient care. There's a lot of reachability for people with substance abuse disorders. There's a lot of reachability with a lot of subsets of the marketplace. There are a lot of niches, however, where you may have tremendous clinical skills, but the reachability just isn't there. For instance, I work with a lot of therapists that want to specialize in treating depression. I really admire this because, frankly, that is one of the hardest clients for me to work with successfully. But how do you reach a depressed person? How do you reach a person with depression? Unless they're actively online seeking you out, it's going to be pretty tough to reach them. On the other hand, let's take a very reachable niche, which is parents of young children. If your niche was to work with parents of young children, they're so easy to find. They're at preschools, they're at Mommy and Me classes, they're at T-ball games, they're at church Sunday schools or synagogue religious classes. They're so easily accessible. You can be where your potential audience is. You can have a presence there and connect with that group. They're very reachable. Couples are very reachable. Teenagers are very reachable working through schools. And so I would encourage you not just to think about who do you want to work with, that's really important, but how are you going to find these clients? It's not enough to have a niche that you're really skilled at. It's not enough to have a niche that you love. You have to have a niche where the audience is reachable. Now, for some people, they have a certain in that makes that audience much more reachable to them. For instance, I'm working with a therapist right now that is designing this really innovative program specific to female equestrians that are trying to recover from a traumatic incident. And she's got connections in with the equestrian community, which makes it much easier for her to design this type of program and to reach her potential audience. So think about yourself, think about your life, think about your potential clients. Where do you find them? And once you know how to find them, there's your reachability. If you can't imagine how you're going to contact these people, how you're going to connect with them, other than hoping that they search for you online, then you may either have the wrong niche market, you may not have the right connections into that community, or you may not have gotten creative enough around how to connect with your market, how to brainstorm that. So I would encourage you to factor in reachability whenever you're trying to reach out to your target market, whenever you're trying to choose a target market. And I would ask you to take a long, hard look at who you're trying to market to now. Because if you're not as successful with your marketing efforts as you'd like to be, I would ask you to look at, have you chosen a market with high reachability? If you haven't, you will continue to struggle. It's not too late to fix it. Sometimes you have to get real creative, real innovative. A lot of my one-on-one coaching work with clients is helping them see the reachability in their markets. Oftentimes, they're much more accessible than they realized in terms of ways to connect with their potential clients. So think about reachability. If you have a great market, they're responsive to your message, you probably have high reachability with your potential clients. If you're struggling, you need to work on the reachability factor. And if you need help with that, feel free to send me an email, give me a call, and I would be more than happy to try to help you work through solving that reachability question. Again, this is Jennifer Sneeden with thrivingtherapypractice.com. Click on the link below and find out a little bit more about the services that I offer.